Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. Welcome to York, the best place to be. We have no student or staff birthdays that we are celebrating today. Today is whole school crew. Stay tuned after announcements for a mini lesson on responsibility and mask wearing, and then the habits of scholarship recognition. For lunch today, choice 1 is a mini chocolate chip French toast with a sausage patty, and choice 2 is bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. The side today is tater tots and a cheese stick. For the weather today, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 47 degrees. Now it's time for our Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence. Okay, and then our York Pledge. I will do the right thing today, even if I don't feel like it. I will treat people right today, even if I don't feel like it. It will be a great day if I make it that way. Have a great Wednesday. Good morning. Welcome to Whole School Crew. We wanted to work on responsibility for this whole school crew, and we thought that doing some safety reminders would be a great way to talk about being responsible. So remember, we have a responsibility to ourselves and our fellow classmates to keep each other safe. And in order to do that, there are some things that we need to always make sure we remember to do. The very first thing we need to do is to make sure that our masks are worn properly. Masks should never be below your nose. Make sure that they cover your mouth and your nose at all times. Masks should also be worn in the classroom at all times unless you are in your seat and your teacher tells you it is okay to take it off. This means that if you stand up to sharpen your pencil or you go get a book, you should remember to put it on first before you leave your seat. When working with other people, your mask should always be on. This could be in a reading group with your teacher, or playing a game on the floor with your friends, or during free play in your classroom. When you are with others and you're not 6 feet away, your mask should be on your face. If your mask is dirty or wet, make sure to ask for a new one here at school, and when you get home, ask your parents to clean it. Masks should also be worn in the hallway at all times. Even if you're just running out to your locker because you forgot something or you're running to the bathroom, please make sure that when you are in the hallway, you have your mask on up over your nose. Also, please make sure to remember that your mask is for protection. It should not be used as a napkin or Kleenex. If you have a runny nose, don't use your mask, use a Kleenex. Also, make sure you're washing your hands frequently. This includes before you eat and after you go to the restroom. You should wash your hands for at least 20 seconds or the time it takes you to sing the alphabet song. Hand sanitizing is great. It's a great substitute, but it does not beat soap and water. If you need to sneeze or cough, make sure you're doing that in your elbow and not into your mask or your hands. Another way to show responsibility is to make sure to let your parents or your teacher know if you are not feeling well. Since you are all doing an amazing job with these procedures, it shows responsibility. Remember, as we enter cold season, we need to be extra careful. Keep up the great work. It is important right now that we are taking care of our friends and ourselves. Following this will be a couple of videos that Mrs. Yoder has included, and then following that will be our final Habits of Scholarship for the month of November. Thank you.
Wearing a mask in public may help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Here's how to wear it correctly. Wash your hands before putting on your mask. Holding the ear loops or ties, make sure it covers your nose and mouth and secure it around your chin. Try to fit it snugly against the side of your face. Make sure you can breathe easily and keep the mask on the entire time you're in public.
Wash your hands! First you need some soap, then scrub for 20 seconds. If you don't have a clock near you, then sing the ABC song. Be sure to scrub front and back, under your fingernails, and between your fingers. hands with a clean towel or a paper towel. For more information, go to www.cdc.gov/cleanhands.
Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Coriel, and I have our Habits of Scholarship recognitions again for you guys today. We have lots and lots of kids. Oh my goodness, your teachers have been noticing you showing these Habits of Scholarship. So I'm going to talk kind of quickly since we have so many. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want everyone who's been recognized to be able to hear their name because that's really awesome that you guys are doing such great things and the teachers are noticing. All right, we have a kindergartner showing perseverance. This kindergartner in music had a new rhyme with instruments, which was the most challenging so far this year. This student stayed with it, got it, and was a leader as the class repeated the rhyme until everyone had a turn to play the instruments. So that was Quinn Komanowski. Nice job using perseverance, Quinn. All right, we've got some second graders showing respect. This student, when someone was talking to him, he was interrupted by someone else. He came back to the first person and asked her what she'd been saying. He said he was sorry, but he didn't want to interrupt the other person while they were talking. So that was Jackson Miller using respect. This second grader was using respect. He asked one of the girls in his room if her glasses were new. And she said, no, they're not new, but she didn't wear them before. And he said that he liked those glasses. So that was nice that Christian Gillis was noticing something about his classmate. The second grader showed respect while doing a cup stacking activity for crew. He showed respect to his teammates by being a leader instead of being a boss. He also showed respect by not making fun of anyone because he was the tallest in the group and the other three were the shortest in the class. So he was able to do more because he was a bit taller. That's Judah Borowski. He was showing respect to his classmates. All right, some integrity. This second grader was showing integrity. She was getting ready to take a word study test and noticed that she could see the teacher's list on the computer, which was right by her desk. She told the teacher right away so she didn't look at the words while taking her test. That's Brianna Miller. Wow, nice job showing integrity. This third grader uses integrity during reading. He makes sure his assignments are all complete before he uses his free time. That's Landon Williams. All right. We have lots of kiddos showing compassion. This kindergartner is a kind friend. One day he spent his playtime helping his friend practice counting so he could meet the learning target. Oh, that's Caleb Wagner. That was really nice of you, Caleb. This first grader showed compassion. A few girls in his class wanted to learn to hang upside down, but they were scared. This student showed them how and helped them until they were brave enough to try it by themselves. That's Matthew Deshanu in Mrs. Scott's class. All right, this third grader shows compassion. During recess, some of the kids had dumped out all the toys and let the bag blow away. She was told she didn't have to pick up all the toys, but she did that anyways. That's Olivia Crawford. Thanks for helping, Olivia. This third grader showed compassion when someone's water bottle fell and spilled water on the floor. She got some paper towels and helped to dry it up. She did this over and over until it was much better. That was very caring and helpful of you, Natalie Hopkins. These two third graders show compassion every day by being polite and respectful. They always say please and thank you. That's Breton Irons and Adeline Tarnowski. All right, now we have our students showing responsibility. Lots of kids are showing responsibility. This kindergartner always does a great job when she enters the room in the morning. She does everything she's supposed to do, and she sits at her desk and does her morning work. Today, some of her water from her water bottle spilled onto the floor, so she got a paper towel and cleaned it up right away. She did it before anyone even told her to. She was being responsible by cleaning up the mess that she had made. That was Quinn Komanowski. Wow, Quinn's doing a great job. These first graders showed responsibility in music. They all were managing their behaviors and staying focused, so they were ready to be chosen to play the xylophones. That's Michaelan Smothers, Braxton Lancer, and Mariana Kanan. Wow, everybody's showing responsibility. Lots of things being noticed in music. This second grader always follows the rules. He gets his work finished and is willing to help others. That is Noah Miller showing responsibility. The second grader shows responsibility by always getting her work finished. She's a great leader, and her classmates can count on her in the classroom. That's Callie Smith. This second grader is always focused and knows where everything is. She volunteers in class. She keeps her desk and locker clean and is always willing to help others. She is quiet, but she's always doing the right thing. That's Samantha Miller showing responsibility. This third grader showed responsibility in music. She was being responsible for her attitude by patiently waiting and not complaining while the class got their turn to play the instruments before it was her turn. That was Julie Miller. This third grader showed responsibility when he noticed that some papers the students were using were mixed together. He organized those papers into neat piles and took the time to do that for his classmates. That's Breton Irons. And this third grader also took responsibility in music. He took personal ownership of following directions, waiting until the teacher dismissed his row. He'd chosen to sit in the last row at the end, so he had to wait a long time. So he used responsibility to do the right thing while he was waiting. That's Justice Lackey. Oh my goodness, lots and lots of you are still showing your habits, and everyone appreciates that, and we are noticing that, and your classmates notice that too. There were some in there of kids helping one another. Y'all have your teachers. We love to see that. That's so great that you're helping out each other. All right, keep up the good work, everyone.